is the news. Da!
That should be your cold open. Just us sitting there silently, and then you just go, duh. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite Transformers Earthwars show, the Botcast. I'm your host, the Frankster, and as always, I'm here with my good buddy,
The Arrow, DJ Hart.
All right, we got a pretty interesting episode. We're going to talk about the new additions to the game today, the new dispatch missions, and we're going to talk about how we feel about there being a third slot added to the research lab. I know I'm excited about it. But before we get all into that, we got a couple of things to touch on here. The recap, and with that, of course, is my promise of showing you what 5-star bot I got on today's podcast. So before I go there, though, I did get 2 and 3-star whirl. DJ, didn't see your crystal cracking this week. What was going on there?
Life did not allow me to actually record a crystal kraken. As a matter of fact, as we sit here at 6:21 p.m. in the afternoon on Thursday, June the 2nd, I have yet to crack a single crystal. So they're still sitting there ready for me to crack them. So I think perhaps that I will go ahead and crack them on today's episode of the podcast, and then I'll just air the replay on my channel.
There you go. That's pretty cool. All right, so you got a crack in the show. I got a 5-star show. So let's go ahead and let's do the clip of me getting my new 5-star bots.
Alrighty, let's take it for a whirl. See what I did there?
Alright, so here we go. We are gonna get a new 5-star bot. I have racked my brain over all the bundles, and I have decided Legacy 1 is where I'm grabbing this from. The main reason is because Grimlock, Silverbolt, or Hot Rod, I would immediately put on my A team. And then Gnaw here is obviously a fit for the Minion Squad. And then Sunstreaker would be perfect for my Gunner Squad. So the way I see it is this, where I'm at in the game right now, this is a can't miss batch. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. We're going to confirm it. And now we are going to crack this crystal and see what bot we get. Here we go. And here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's the new 5-star? It is... Yes, it's Grimlock. Alright, Grimlock is in the house. Got the 5-star. That puts me... Yes, 1 5-star towards Volcanicus if he in fact does become a 5-star combiner, which he will at some point. But if he's the first, I already got 1 piece towards that. Awesomeness. I got Grimlock. Yes, this is amazing. I'm super excited.
All right, well, there it is. 5-star Grimlock. Yes. I mean, I know we complained that he dies too quick. He has no health.
He does.
But he's still Grimlock.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I use the 3-star still. Like, he and Cheetor are in the rotation of if whatever 2 bots are in the research lab, 3-star Cheetor and Grimlock get plugged onto their team until they're out. So, I mean, I can definitely use the Grimlock. I know how to use him. I already got his ability to level 9. So I don't have no spark for 10 or he'd be there.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to unleash him at some point this weekend once he's leveled up and ready. But I'm super excited about that pull. So 6 5-star bots now, getting close to a whole team worth.
I've already got more than a whole team worth. I got a couple sprinkled on random squads, and then I got like an entire squad of nothing but 5 stars. Except for 1 4-star. That's my 4-star Elite 1.
Yeah, I have mine spread out, but I mean, almost all of them are on war except for Wheeljack, which I really need to put him on my war squad. I think he would be a good boost to that.
Yeah.
All right, DJ, it looks like it's time for your crystal cracking now.
Alrighty, well, I need to crack every single crystal that I got over the course of that event and my VIP crystals. So it's going to be a quick, 30, 45 second, just cracking some crystals real quick with some rock and roll music behind it. If we get something, don't blink, you might miss it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's rock and roll.
All right, well, that was DJ's crystal cracking. That was pretty fun to watch. I love the fast forward crystal crackings. They just like your attention is like zoned in, and you're like, was that something? Was that not something?
Yeah. Well, it's like if I didn't do it, like especially when we have crystal krakens and we have events where we get like 60 or more of like a particular thing, like total spark crystals. Nobody wants to sit through that.
Yeah,
and so I fast forward those and shorten it because people's attention span isn't what it used to be. So it's like I shorten them up a little bit, and it's a little bit more fun to watch.
It makes me feel like Blur's the one doing the crystal cracking. It really does, because like,
damn it.
But the replay of me getting 5-star Grimlock and all the other things I got at the end of the weekend with what little crystals were left over, all that will be up tomorrow as you're watching this Saturday. I'll have it come up because I promised everybody would see Grimlock on the botcast. So be a short, you'll see that again, and then you'll see if I got anything else. Not telling one way or the other. But yeah, so make sure you check that out. And let's go ahead and head on into the news, DJ. So I'll let you do what it is that you do.
Well, thank you very much, sir. I will do what it is I do. And what I do is the news. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the news, and our upcoming weekend event is called Crypto Technology. That's that fake technology. So, anyway, all right. So this is an individual totalizer, 20,000 points. You can get 500,000 troop XP, 5 gold power core chips, 20 million alloy and energon, 75,000 spark, 125,000 combiner spark, and 75,000 combat spark. 25,000 premium shards, 7,500 3-star shards, and 2,500 4-star shards. Alrighty, battle zones are the same as normal. Here's your prize breakdown right here, so you can see what you get at what point in the event. And then here's some game updates and information. So Cyber Pass Season 4 is out, and we got a lot of the same stuff that we normally get. Alloy, Energon, Spark, Power Core chips. This rotation is going to be 5-star shards versus 5-star combat shards. So everybody who's close to the next 5-star bat, here's how you get it right here. And then the new Autobot and Decepticon skin cores for Generation 2, and here they are. And I must say, they look amazeballs.
They're my favorite skins they've added yet. Like both of them, they're both amazing looking.
They are. I really like Silverbolt because I'm pretty sure, because it's been so long since I've had mine, but I'm pretty sure that's the color scheme of the Generation 2 toy line Silverbolt that made up Superion when I was like 7 or 8. I seem to, because I had Silverbolt, and I seem to remember that being his color scheme. I could be wrong, but it was very, very close. And then Ramjet just looks super cool. It's all purpley.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite ones they've done so far. I mean, I like it way better than Blur.
Yeah.
I might like it a little bit better than Grimlock's. So, but it's still it's a good one. All right, they've updated war effects, and we don't care about war, so I'm not going to go over that. But you're welcome to pause this and read through it. Even though Frankie's been doing war journals lately, so good on you.
Yeah, having fun with those actually. Just sometimes we hit a war when I'm not where I can record the stuff. That's the only problem I'm having is getting the time to record each battle.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So Community Corner, we got some artist illustrations, and that looks amazeballs. I don't know.
That's some talent.
Space Warp. It's a bot called Space Warp. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a female version of Sky Warp or I'm not sure, but that's pretty cool looking.
It is really good drawing.
Yep. And then we have a sketch of Optimus Maximus, which looks really, really good. They did a good job with that. You can clearly tell who that was.
Oh, I love that Starscream.
Yeah, we had Starscream ripping somebody apart. Who did he just kill?
They're like a dark blue.
Here's their head right here.
Yeah.
Blue with silver offsets. It's not Blur, is it?
It maybe could. The color scheme is more like Shattered Glass Blur with the darker.
Yeah.
That's the only one that my mind goes to. That's really good.
It is. It's pretty gruesome. All right, and the saga schedule. Here we are, week 1 of 4. It's a short saga this go around, 4 weeks. So the Cyber Pass has been modified to account
3K.
for that.
Yeah, 3K to finish and get all the skins and everything.
Yep. So our next event will be an Alliance Totalizer. It's the anniversary event where we're supposed to be getting a 5-star combat bot for everybody. Now, they haven't said, to the best of my knowledge, they have not said if it's going to be a random 5-star combat bot that you haven't already gotten, similar to what they did with last year's 5-star event, or if they're just going to give you enough shards to pick from the batch you want.
From what I understand, I think it's from not the current batch, but the legacy batches. It'll be a crystal that can be any bot from those batches.
Gotcha.
From what I understand.
Gotcha. All right, after that, it'll be an individual totalizer with prestiges, 25 prestiges for a total of 20,000 points, and then another Alliance Totalizer where the new bots will be released along with 5-star shards. And it'll be a 1.5 million point event. I'm not fond of those. I mean, I prefer it to leaderboards,
you don't like
but
the million and a half, but I like the chance at the new bots better than how the leaderboard does it.
I do too, but it's just too many points, and
the
very
million
few
and a half
alliances
is
are going to
there
get
to give you more opportunities. Like the alliances that can go over a million can get more shots at the bot.
Right, but the ones who can't get there, it's just going to drive them nuts because it feels like they're leaving something on the table. That's how I feel every time.
Well, yeah, but still, compared to leaderboard, I love this way better. I'm not going to complain because even though it's 1.5 million, that just rewards the alliances that can go over 1 million just a little bit more.
Yeah, I get it. And if we were scoring over 1 million every event, then I probably would feel differently. But
yeah. But I love chance events because to me, it feels like a fairer reward system. Even though this go round, I didn't get the 4-star. There have been several times, especially with the Magna Boss individual bots, that I did get that 4-star. So I really love those chance events a lot.
Yeah, I've gotten it once or twice. Alrighty, and bug fixes and improvements. They fixed Laser Optimus. His ability now bounces off of build bots. And elimination mode. Yep, in elimination mode, they fixed the issue that caused battles to fail on the Sunday. So that should no longer be an issue. And that, ladies and gentlemen,
need to fix the new bots, the Whirl and Sea Phantom, because their second ability is just awful right now. It don't work.
Yeah, like Waza was showing it on his last stream last week, and Sea Phantom was spitting out acid behind him.
Yeah, or to the side, or like this way, that way, like any which way, just wherever he plays.
Yeah, it's like, what in the world? So they've got some work to do.
And Whirl, like, he has like that much space between the area his attack's supposed to be able to attack in and where it actually goes.
Yeah. So now we'll touch on. Now there's a bunch of stuff we're going to touch on in terms of new things added to the game, including the new bots. So we're going to be talking about that as well. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the news.
All right. Well, some pretty short and sweet news this week. Nothing too crazy. No big reveals. We don't know who the new bots are yet. And we got a short turnaround, which kind of worries me considering the issues we've had with the current newest bots, that we got even shorter turnaround until we get some more new ones. But like I said, we'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and head on into the mailbag and see what people are saying in the comments.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the mailbag segment. And our first comment comes from Bossman6774, and he says, "Why can't more events be like this past weekend's event? It was fun while it lasted." So that event was pretty much over in like 5 seconds. You know, like, and everybody was like, huh? You know, and I'll be honest with you, I liked it. I know it was an accident, but I liked it. I really did. And I would love for them to do more events like that where you can just knock it out and like sit down, maybe 30 minutes worth of playing, and the event is complete. And then you can take the weekend off. You know, I really like those. I really do. So that was
those
really
would
nice.
be better. Those would be even better than the 10K holiday weekend events they do.
Yeah.
So I was doing individual 10K holiday. Just do a like 5 battles and you're done holiday.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all it was. I mean, I literally went through like I went through like 8 2-bot squads just to get some XP, and then the event was over. And I was like, huh? And I knew it couldn't be right, but I was like, I'll take it. So it's like, that was amazing. So Spaceship, if you're watching, more of that, except intentional this time. That's
especially for individual events. That's just because that gave us the whole weekend to not have to worry about nothing.
Right, and because some of us got lawns to mow, and you know, so all right, our next comment. Yeah. All right, so our next comment comes from Ushno King. And he says, "I use Dinobot 2, Blot, Hellbat, and Gnaw on my outpost. For outpost combiner, it's Bruticus and Abominus." Okay,
that's a really solid group.
Yeah, so he goes all hollows and minions for his defense, and then Bruticus / Abominus. Now, Bruticus, handy if you're using the 4-star ability, but Abominus is probably the better one because of that shield. And that'll do some damage, so I like that. All right, our next comment comes from Matt Polly, and he says, "Outpost bots is a subjective topic. I'm glad DJ pointed out that it does not depend on base layout and tactic. Or no, that it does depend on base layout and tactic. He's right. I have max base with walls set to path bots to take more time. So with Sentius and Impactor low, they absorb a lot more damage while dealing it out too. Up near HQ at my kill box, I have Gnaw, special ability 11, G1, with Blaster G1 to utilize the stun and minions. Awesome. That's a good idea right there.
Yeah, that's very solid.
Yeah. As for combiners, I sacrifice Omega Supreme for defense. I am commander of my alliance, so always in the war lineup. Omega Shield on the defense left after he dies is very valuable aid. Keep up the good videos, and Frankster, your base isn't symmetrical. Sort it out. My OCD was running high looking at your base, so be kind to GJ, LOL.
Yeah. Well, I want to arrange my base where everything's stacked to the side where the Titan would be, because that would make it less likely that the Titan would be able to like put all the resources and stuff on the side with the Titan. Makes the most sense to me, because then the Titan will have to tear through all of that before it can attack your HQ. It would kind of negate people being able to solo your base, with just the Titan. Yeah,
because gone are the days where symmetry is the rule of thumb. Now that Titans are in the game, you need to create a barrier between your HQ, your most valuable defenses / buildings, and the Titan to give your base more longevity, because that Titan is the most dangerous thing on the field if they're attacking you with one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, symmetry looks good, and for pathing, it's a lot. It makes more sense.
That's why
But-
mine, like all the defenses are mostly on one side, and where the Titan would be, I tried to load up the resource buildings just to slow it down.
Yeah, that way he has to eat through all that stuff first. And
Yeah,
that's
that was my idea. I don't think I executed it very well, but that was the idea I was trying to go with.
yeah, my base is very symmetrical, and I'm about to change it up because of that reason. So,
Yeah.
but he goes on now. Matt Pauly goes on to say, my Cheetor is also 6411, but I find too squishy for an outpost. I might try Rat Trap on him. He does follow Cheetor when using his ability. He
Yeah.
does. He does.
Yeah.
I have Rat Trap on my Cheetor. Stripes is also a good fit for him as he follows Cheetor. And yeah, that's a good idea too, putting Stripes on Cheetor. So Rat Trap will make him invulnerable to EMP and give him more damage. And
Stripes
then
heals.
or Stripes will just keep him healed, which his ability and the core that you use for him already heals him, so that just adds to it.
Yep.
All you need now is like 4 healers, just follow him around.
You know, I had a base this past weekend on the event where it was one Cheetor should have been able to, like, if not solo it, shred almost all of it. And he rounds the corner, and the first stasis mine goes off. You know, Rat Trap blocks it from damaging him. And then Rat Trap just got leveled with, like, all the defenses in the area. They didn't even shoot at Cheetor. They shot at Rat Trap. And I was like, what? And then the next stasis mine got him, and he was dead. And I'm like, how did that even happen? I've never seen it go for Rat Trap. They always go for Cheetor.
That sucks.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, I had the rest of the team, but I was trying to solo with Cheetor.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yep. All right, our next comment comes from the individual whose name I still cannot pronounce, so please tell me how to do that in the next episode of Botcast. But they say, what do you think?
Oh, well, the next comment they actually tell you.
Oh, I didn't read that.
I just happened to see it.
Oh, I see. Nice.
Yeah.
Criscu.
Yes.
Criscu. Really?
That makes sense.
Okay, Criscu.
Now that I'm looking at the spelling, like, it does make sense.
Yeah.
Like Criscu, okay.
All right. Nabisco. Ding. All right. And but they say my raid bots currently 4-star Death Source or Star Saber for stun, 5-star special ability 11 Scourge/Swoop for stun, 5-star level 11 Gnaw extra minions, yeah baby. 3-star Fellbat Chromia stun. I get stops in PLHM. What do you think?
Prime League hard mode.
I get stops in Prime League and hard mode event with the 3-star. All right, and this is since I'm using Quintus for my Shockwave Blaster, sadly I removed him from the outpost, but he is awesome with the G1 core for sure. Alrighty. All right, and then their next comment we already went over is he says he pronounces his name Criscu, but some who don't know me IRL call me X-Risk-U, and that's fine too. All right, no worries. Nice video. Another idea how to counter outpost bots and combiners. Okay, that is a good idea for a topic.
That
down
would be
the
a
road.
good video to talk about that, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have to put that one on the list.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Our next comment comes from William Edward Heckman. I have Optimus Prime, Megatron, Blaster, Soundwave, and Gnaw at my outpost. I would not go for Megatron and Optimus Prime because they don't really do a whole lot for you. Blaster.
They would just rally the other outpost bots if they'd already been popped and were still alive.
Yeah, but you'd have
I
to.
don't know if that would be useful.
Yeah, you would have to space that out just right, and then you would
Yeah.
have to cross your fingers that that Optimus Prime didn't go down and use his ability before the other 2 outposts were popped. So
Yeah,
that
unless he's just counting on Optimus Prime's DPS and health to last a while and be annoying.
which I still
Yeah.
wouldn't use him for because there's bots with way more health than Optimus
There
Prime.
is. I know. I was just trying to think of the strategy there, but I mean, he is a strong bot, but I wouldn't put him in an outpost.
I wouldn't either. There's
Personally.
just way better bots. Optimus Prime's one of those bots that he works for what he's supposed to do on attack, but on defense he's virtually useless. So
Yeah.
I Our next comment comes from To Punish and Enslave. He is obviously a Decepticon.
Yes, he is.
We're not judging anybody. Deceptiscum. Nice videos always, guys. Keep it up. Small update about using healers and outposts. Flatline will be quite useful when dropped next to MDS. We'll throw out the healing tower, which is going to heal crazy defenses. He is not wrong about that.
No, he's not. I didn't think about Minerva doing that in the defenses. That's smart.
Yeah. So that, and I even said that when Minerva and Flatline came out, this is the first healer that might actually be a good candidate for an outpost.
Yeah.
So if you drop that outpost right near your MDSs, the first thing they're going to do is drop that tower, which is not targetable.
It's like having a zone heal there.
Yeah. So that's a bloody. So for people who are savvy, that is something to consider. All right. And then Chris Koo replied to Punish and Slave. Have you tried in Outpost yet? My flatline is in for level 51. I'm being so lazy, but next weekend for the 1.5 mil event, which was actually last weekend at the time of this recording, because we skipped a week. I was sick to my stomach. I was projectile vomiting all over the place. It was a bad day.
TMI.
They don't care. So I will level him to 60. At 31, I was using 5-star flatline in raids. So Chris Koo was on a top-tier alliance because he's got 5-star flatline.
Yeah.
That's so he's up there. He's one of the top 5, top 10 alliances in the entire game. Crazy good. And I do not even like raids. It must be good. All right, and then To Punish and Slave replied to Chris Koo. Yep, already OD at 65 in War Team. Didn't use him on raids because I've got no problems with healing there. Cuddy, Hook, Shocky doing a job. Tried him on PT, works well. Just a matter of base layout, assure popping him after Biner. So pop him after the Combiner is what you want to do there.
Yep.
All right, and then our last comment comes from Fear Anarchy. Wow, 520 event completed under 1.5 hours. Got the Vector Prime Core. Edit. Dude. All right. They got the 2, 3, and the 4-star Octo Punch. Holy crap.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And that's like the only thing you're missing is the 5-star, and then you're ready to ruin somebody's day.
Yeah.
All right. And that is a Decepticon Sea Spray. Yep, we know. That is such a boost. It totally makes up for last week's opens. Great episode. Info I absolutely need. I have Blot/Rook, Dinobot 2, 3 decoys, and Lockdown mini laser. And then they were replied to by Ushno King. I completed the event in 40 minutes, and I got Onyx Prime Core. Okie dokie.
Nice.
So good on everybody. Thank you so much for commenting. We appreciate you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the mailbag.
All right, lots of comments. Love everybody throwing us ideas and telling us stuff about their games. We love to hear from you, so keep it coming. And it is finally time for our main topic this week, which is all the new stuff that's coming to the game recently. So the big one there is dispatch missions. So DJ, I'm gonna throw it to you and get your thought on the dispatch missions.
This is the first week I've really dug into it and started using it. But first impressions, the prizes aren't there. Now the XP would be useful. The problem is that most of the boss that you have to put out there are boss that you don't want to sacrifice because you need them for something. You need them for event grinding. You need them for PvP. You need them for raids. You need them. I'm not sure if, and I haven't tried this yet, I don't know if dispatch will cancel out elimination, or if elimination doesn't matter and you can still get all of them for that. But it just feels like you're having to sacrifice bots for the sake of sometimes a 3-day dispatch that you might otherwise need for something else. So the only bots you really want to use are like your 2 and lower 3 stars, but they don't quite measure up. And then the prizes you get just don't seem to be. I think it needs work. I think other games that have done this have done a better job.
Like, I think the most I've gotten from any single mission was 3,000 Z Energon, which is nothing.
Well, that's better than what I'm getting. The missions that I've got right now.
Well, that was several missions in. That one popped up. Most of them are a few hundred. But, I mean, it's been slim picking. Now, the XP is good. Like, I've got several bots, especially on the Decepticon side, that I don't normally touch, that are going, they're getting leveled up pretty good because I'm just sticking them in. The problem I have is the bot power required. It's way too high on my Autobot side to where I have to sacrifice bots that I use on a daily basis to meet the requirements to do the mission. And to me, it's not worth it. Like you said, the prizes are not nearly what you need it to be.
Right.
If I lose a bot for 3 days, I expect more than at max 3,000 Z Energon.
Yeah, I would want between 5 and 10 minimum.
Yeah, minimum, easy. And even then, that's a Zone 13 elimination mode battle, 10,000. I mean, there's other than Decepticons, I don't see much
because
point.
The bots you're sacrificing for that mission are bots that you would need to get to Zone 13, Zone 14 for elimination. So if you're going to sacrifice Zone 13, 14 bots for the dispatch, then the dispatch mission prizes need to be equivalent.
Yeah. And what if you need those bots for war or raid or something in the middle of the week? If you need them for events, you may also need them for raid or war, which means there may be a point where you just can't do it. And that mission just stays there. I haven't seen them reset yet.
Right.
So I don't know. It just, to me, I like the idea. I'm just not sure if the execution, it needs to be tweaked a little bit, I think.
I think if I were to go back and redo it, I would structure it in such a way to where it almost mirrors our battle zones.
Mm-hmm.
And each battle zone requires a certain amount of bot power.
Yeah.
So instead of it being random, you select a battle zone at which you want to send out a dispatch. So if you want to do a dispatch at like Zone 8, well, then you can use the bots that would get you the bot power you need to be the minimum for Zone 8, in which case your 2 stars will suffice. That's what I would structure it that way. So first you select the satellite, and then you select Autobot or Decepticon, and then you select what battle zone you want to, just like when you're doing PvP or events, and then you select the bots that you need to do that. Only it has maybe the auto select feature, or it has the select a gunner or an air class bot or a warrior bot for this particular mission.
Yeah.
So randomize what the mission is and what bots are needed for it, but let us select the zone. Let us select the bot power so that we're not using our top tier bots that we need for everything else in the game and sacrificing them for up to 3 days. That's what I would have done. Now, again, it boils down to memory in the game. How much memory does the game have to support something like that? That's the big thing.
Yeah, and then they disappear from the squad they're on, so then you have to put them back on the squad. Like, instead of them being, like they've been used and it's saying, whatever, they're just gone. And I've noticed a glitch in the game that's affected me today. I don't know if anybody else out there has had it, but every time I do a battle, like if I'm only using 1 or 2 bots on my squad, they disappear off my team after the battle. I don't understand. Like, I don't know if that's like a glitch that happened because of the missions or what's going on, but it was annoying to say the least.
I've not dealt with that myself, but I was seeing some weird thing where I would select a bot and then it would put them on there, but they wouldn't show up right away. They'd be kind of invisible. And then I would go to select the next bot, and then the last bot I selected would show up. And then it was doing something else too as I'm scrolling through the bots in the team menu. Like I would see 4-star Skylinks who shouldn't even be there because he's doing something else at that particular moment. It shouldn't be available. Was like down way lower than he normally is.
Yeah.
It was set up like the organization was by star power, which is how I keep it. so he shouldn't have been there. And then all of a sudden I saw the game glitch and a bunch of faces just moved, and I was like, what in the, huh? So it's doing some glitchy things. Nothing that's affected
to be
the
fair, they
gameplay,
added a
but
lot at once. So, I mean, that's when you do that, there's going to be hiccups. There was a new bot to the game, a bunch of new features, a whole new game mode, and dispatch missions. I mean, I expected there to be some, but it was just annoying me when I was leveling my 4-star Skylinks using Metroplex and him just to beat a base, and then I go back in and Skylink's on the A team, and then the A team would just have an empty spot at the end, and I'm like, what?
Right, and that should only have happened if you happen to be in elimination mode.
Yes.
And
or if I put him in a dispatch mission, neither of which I did.
Right, and you weren't in elimination mode because you were using the Titan.
Yeah.
So
I wish I could use the Titan in elimination mode.
Yeah, I know.
just level zone 13 even with 2 and 1-star bots. Call it a day.
Yeah, just constantly getting 13,000 or 10,000 for with 1 bot apiece, but you'd rank it up then. Get like a million in a day.
Hey, Space Ape, I don't care if you do that. I'm not at all. Just saying.
Go for it.
Yeah,
give us the Titan in elimination mode. Yeah, we're all for that.
You still have to earn the point to get the Titan, and then you have to work to get the Titan that high anyway. In elimination mode, you're not really beating other players other than their base, but they don't even know you beat it.
Yeah.
So what's it gonna hurt? I mean, I'm just saying.
I know. It just makes it easier for to grind out that Z Energon, and it took me until recently to finally get 3 million, and I almost never use it.
Yeah.
Almost never. So I just recently have got there, and elimination mode's been out for a minute.
Yeah.
And now I'm back down to below 2 million because I used a ton of it to level up my 5-star Skylinks when I got him. So, because I was like, I'm not waiting, I'm leveling him up now, So
yeah.
Which is something I never do. So now the grind begins again. Hopefully I'll get it back up to 3 mil before HQ 18 hits, which is what everybody's waiting on. That's why Waz is hoarding everything he's got. He's hoarding shards, he's hoarding Energon and Alloy, Z Energon, Spark. He's hoarding everything, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, I think I may start saving up 5-star shards after I get a whole team worth of 5 stars. So I'll need 2 more. And after that, I'll start saving it up, and I'll either get the Omega Supreme part, or if the Metroplex 5 stars out by then, if it's not ridiculous, I may go for that. I don't know. But I'm not even going to think about saving 5 stars until I have at least a whole team of them.
Yeah.
And I really want Sunstreaker now. I like his new ability 11, so I'm going to be hitting batch 1, hoping for Silverbolt and Sunstreaker. So
there you go. Yeah.
Because that ability 11 on him is pretty awesome. I know. I've seen, like Wazo, we both watch his videos and like him. He talks about, it only made the ability do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But even at that, it's so like trying it out on that mission where they let us try him. It'll clear a whole area with his rockets now. And I'm like, yes, please.
Well, that's great. But what makes me mad about that is the fact that, back to Waz's point, it's only making it do what it was supposed to be able to do in the first place. So at SA11, it should be doing more than what it's doing now for you, rather than just stopping where it's at, and that's not right. It should be doing more.
Still, I want him on my gunner squad now, though.
I mean, if I had a 5-star, I would use him, but
yeah. All right, and that takes us to the next new thing in the game, the 3rd slot in the research lab. Which I think has been needed for a while now. I'm super excited. What about you, DJ? You think it's a good thing, or?
I mean, I level like 1 bot at a time because that's all I ever have to. I don't level, so I don't care.
I will use it like crazy. I will be leveling all over the place because I'm close to having all my 4 stars above level 50 anyway. And once I unlock that slot, it should take me another week, maybe 2, to get the Z Energon. But once I have it, boy, it's going to be like boom, 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 boom. Like bots hitting level 50 like nobody's business. 51, excuse me. Hitting level 51 like nobody's business.
Well, like right now, and this is why I'm kind of indifferent to it, is right now I have all the bots that I plan to use and level are already leveled. The ones that I don't plan to level are all at level 40, and that's just where I'm going to keep them. I don't use them. And unless they get a buff or Space Ape does something to make them uber useful, like up the damage on some of them or give them a passive ability that makes something like that, they're just going to stay where they're at. I'll use them for elimination and that's it. So the only bots I plan to level beyond 40 are the bots that are actually going on event grinding squads, and then they're only going to get leveled above 50 when I'm ready for them to be above 50. Now, when my B squad gets leveled up to above 50, and that's going to happen after I get 5-star pipes, well, then that third research slot will come in handy, because then I'll research the whole squad 3 at a time, and I'll have it done in like, what a week? 2 weeks? Something like that? So, like, at that point, I'll be happy for it, but for right now, whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to be using it like crazy. You can guarantee that.
Yeah. So
I'm going to have so many bots on their way to level 60, it is not going to be funny.
Yeah. Now, it will cost, you do not have to upgrade the research lab in order to get this third slot. If you're HQ 17 or already, and you've already got it fully leveled up, you're good to go. You just need 1 million Z Energon to upgrade the third research slot, and then you're free and clear. We do not have to wait for HQ 18 before you get the third research slot.
Yep. Which makes you wonder what all we will get with HQ 18. Will there be an upgrade to the research lab? I guess they talked about maybe bots going a level or two above 65, so maybe that'll be the next upgrade.
I think they're the possibility of bots getting to level 70 is being discussed.
Yeah. Well, I know I saw one live stream they were talking about. They weren't sure how far over 65, but they're considering going over 65.
So I think that there should be a good 20-point gap between each star level. So right now, your 1-star bots max at level 20. Your 2-star bots max at level 40. And your 3-star bots max at level 60. But your 4 and 5 stars only go to 65. Now, personally, I'd like to see 4-star bots go to level 80 and 5-star bots to level 100. Now, that would be a heck of an ordeal to get them to level 100, but that's where Space Ape would have to introduce things into the game to make leveling easier. Maybe reduce the amount of HP it takes, make XP items more readily available during events, maybe reduce the cost of purchasing the XP from the store using Z Energon, but that's what I think. And then I think 100, once they get there, is where it needs to stop. 5-star bots.
I think we'll get there if the game lasts long enough and they add enough to it, to make it to where, because the way they have it structured now, you'd have to redo everything to get them to those levels. But if you slowly build the bases up as you go, you can slowly increase the bots. But I'm with you. If you keep going, eventually, I would want them to stop 4 stars at least at 80.
Right.
And then let 5 stars go higher than that would be preferred. But it's going to be a long road to get to that.
It is. And then you'll also need to increase the zone. So right now you can go as high as zone 16, which is basically just zone 15, but on hard mode.
Yeah.
So you'd have to introduce zone 17, zone 18, going up to zone 20.
You have to get the defenses built up to where they could defend potentially against the bot that high level.
Right. So
it'll be a slow slog, but if the game lasts long enough, which I hope it does, I hope this game goes on forever.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Now another addition to the game, this is a very minor one, but it's one that fans have been asking for, is the ability to skip dialogue. So so you get your new bot, and then the dialogue automatically starts. You can hit the skip button, shut it off, instead of having to sit there and tap for like 5 minutes to make it stop. Yeah. But they also added a thing where you can go into each bot's bio, and if they had their own set of dialogue when they were introduced into the game, you can rewatch it so that you can get the full story. So, and then of course, if you're like, halfway through it, like, okay, I've seen enough, you can skip it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Way better than having to sit through, because you get a new bot, you're all excited, you want to level them, and then you're just tapping to get through all the dialogue, and you're like, why?
Yep. So, but that was a nice little addition to the game.
Yep. And then the other new addition was, of course, a new bot, which wasn't part of the quality of life improvement, but it was new to the game, and it came the same week. and that is, if I can get the game up here, Whirl.
Yep.
You see him here? He's not a big fan of his look.
I am. I know
His
you don't
head's
like it. Wazza doesn't like it either.
I don't.
Have you watched Grind Times? Has he made comment on how he thinks of the look?
I didn't. I watched some of his stream, but I didn't get all the way through it. I mainly saw him talking about the dispatch missions and what he thought about them. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I don't mind his vehicle mode that bad. It's kind of hard to look at it because he hovers. The camera goes to a weird place.
Yeah, they mentioned that in the last live stream when they were kind of showing him off a little bit. So
yeah, it centers weird.
It does.
But I don't like
his...
the head. The head's too improportionate to the rest of the body.
No.
And his
like
torso is way too skinny.
I mean, I suppose if they made the head a little bit bigger, it wouldn't hurt anything. But I like the head. I like the Shockwave-esque Cyclops look. I don't mind the body at all. It's different from what we've had in the past. It looks a little bit more robot-y. So...
It does look more robot-y. I think that's what I don't like.
Well, I do like that. And this is the thing. And the reason for that is it kind of reminds me of that Imperial droid that was with the Rebels in Rogue One.
Yeah, that's what I was.
He stole the show every time he was on camera, and I think this guy would be that guy. You know, he looks mechanical and robot-y, but he would steal the show every time he was on camera, and that's why I like this. He makes me think that. I like the head. I think the overall look is cool. I don't rotate around him for me. Let me see his backside. I don't love that his tail is literally a tail. I wish they could have done something about that, but
he has two tails.
Yeah, but other than that, I think he has a good look. I like it. I know you don't like it. Wazza doesn't like it. Grind Time, comment below. Tell us if you like it or not, because I'm curious to hear your take. You know, if you think it looks like something, say so. But I like it. His abilities, on the other hand.
Yeah, speaking of which, yeah. Now, the guided rockets here, they're amazing.
Yeah.
They work really good. They have the range of like an aerial bot almost.
Yeah, and this is essentially what I've been wanting from a gunner for years, because the closest we had gotten to this was Prowl and Alpha Bravo. They do their job. You just have to be very precise when launching their ability.
Yep.
But this is singular target damage, and yes, I like it.
Yeah, singular target, long range, really powerful. I mean, look, 845 damage without being leveled at all, and he's only level 30 right now.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
That is. I haven't touched that ability yet. The flamethrower, first of all, why is a bot that's not a triple changer getting two abilities?
Exactly. That is, I don't like that either.
I don't either.
He did not need to. I get... Now, Waz's whole point is always each thing that comes to the game should be better than the last thing we got. And he's not wrong. It should be. But we don't need a gunner with two abilities.
No, we don't, because the whole thing is the ability is usually linked to the alt mode. So triple changers have two alt modes. Therefore, two abilities.
Right.
It makes sense. If you only have one alt mode, you should only have one ability. And it's my personal opinion, I know. I'm sure people will disagree, but because here's the thing. Like you said, what's new should be better than what came before. Right here, the guided rockets, that's probably the second best gunner ability behind Sea Spray.
Yes.
And it's not even fair to compare anybody to Sea Spray.
It's not. This is all we needed. The flamethrower ability, I don't know. I mean, I guess I get that maybe they were trying to be like, new bot with two abilities, and everybody would be like, ooh, and ah, and wow. I get that. But
as soon as they announced it, I was like, it's too much. He only needs one, and you had the perfect ability.
You did.
You gave him an ability that would have been, because here's the thing, the other ability's broken. It doesn't work like it should.
Right.
So if you'd got rid of that one and just gave us the guided rockets, everybody would be singing the praises of this bot right now.
Yeah, this is my opinion. Delete the second ability. We don't need it. This is good enough. The flame, and we don't need another bot with that flamethrower ability because we already have Optimal Optimus and Transmetal 2 Megatron who have that same ability. And I don't know many people who use it.
Because I'll be honest with you, like, I'm only going to use the guided rockets. I mean, even when I get his 4-star, because I'm leveling the 3 because I want to see how good the 3-star is, because that'll give me a gauge of how much better his 4 is going to be.
Yeah.
Kind of like with Shatterglass Jetfire. I'm using him because he's as good as some of the weaker 4-star bots.
Yeah.
So I want to see if Whirl's like that.
So,
but I'll never use that flamethrower. I'm gonna be using the guided rockets every single time.
Yeah. Now, to hammer that point home, let's go ahead and let's see what he looks like in action at his current level.
All right.
Yeah. So why don't we launch Whirl to the far left?
That's what I was going to do, an attack over here.
Yeah, get all that. And we'll see.
All right, so here we go. So the first thing I want to do, I want to use the rockets. It's only 4 to start. And let's hit this mortar all the way over here. Look at that range, first of all.
Yeah, that is such... I like it. I like it a lot.
Look at that. Took it out.
Yeah.
Now, here's the problem. Let's say it may hit this, but let's see, because the range on that is not good. See, look, it didn't hit it, and it was well within. Well, yeah, maybe it is hitting.
Okay, it is hitting it, but the field of
fire.
But
look how far the cone goes out.
Yeah. If there was something behind that, well, it's the field. It was like it should have destroyed that build bot there, because that was within its range, and it totally missed.
Yeah, now it almost took out the laser, but again, you got to remember he's low level.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's aim at the build bot at the very edge.
And
it's not even getting close.
And that was within its range.
Now, to be fair, it did decimate everything over here.
Yeah, it's a powerful ability. It's just that it's inconsistent.
Yeah,
it's not doing what it's supposed to be able to do.
Yeah.
And then again, we didn't need it. He's not a triple changer.
Because you saw level 1 ability, level 30, he almost took out that laser with one shot.
Yeah.
If I level that ability up, he's one-shotting at level 30. That's not shabby at all.
Here's what I love about this bot, first of all. He's 2 things in one. He's an aerial bot and a gunner. In that he has an aerial bot-like ability. He has a one-shotter, it has range, and it's cheap. It's only 4+2. That's what the average aerial bot ability costs. But he's naturally a gunner, so he does ranged DPS. I really like that, and we did not have to put flak on him in order to get that range.
Nope,
so
we did not.
That in itself, on paper, makes this a fantastic bot. Fantastic. Just get rid of that second ability. Just get rid of it.
Go ahead, and I'm going to bump him up to ability level 4 now, because I do that with every bot. 1,105 now, so it bumped it up another 100 damage, basically, just about.
Yeah, that is... Whirl is going to be a fantastic addition to the game. It's just that ability is broken. And my opinion, they just need to delete that part of the code from the game. We do not need that second ability. We don't need a gunner with 2 abilities. He's not a triple changer. If they wanted him to have 2 abilities, they should have made him a triple changer.
Should I give him Top Shot or Fire Drive or Glitch?
You can give him Fire Drive? Oh, yeah. I suppose you can.
Yeah, I have 3 available that I could give him, and they're all decently leveled.
I would put him on. I would give him Top Shot because Fire Drive would change how you want him to have his gunner range.
Yeah.
So,
we go.
Top Shot will just add fire damage to what he does, make him a little bit more damage.
Got him to 500 bot power too. Long range. All right, let's see if we can take him for another spin and see what those changes did to him. I want to take that out with him. The missile launcher.
Yeah.
Let's zoom in. Maybe a little bit too zoomed. All right, we're going to launch him, and we're going to try to get to it. He may already be in range. Let's see. He is. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that range.
Look at that.
What does it do?
Not
Almost.
Quite. Not quite. Almost.
I'm going to finish it off.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, though, he's only level 30.
He's only level 30.
Oh, we got an enemy. Let's see what the flamethrower does to enemies.
I mean, it looks cool right there. It really does.
It does. It does look cool. Look at it. It damaged a lot, too.
Yeah, but it didn't hit the anti-air laser beam. It didn't hit the autocannon, and those things were within its range.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to launch at this mortar. Got it.
There
so
you
it
go.
can't. It as he levels up, I think he'll be one-shotting. Ooh, can we? I don't think it'll hit that. I can try. I don't. Oh well, never mind. We got. Whoa! What did he do? He just started firing everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Did you see
inconsistent.
that?
That's what I mean. That ability is totally inconsistent. He was not even aiming that way.
No, he well, what he was aiming at got destroyed, and then he just started firing everywhere.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
So
all right. Take that out, and if we can, before the HQ blows up.
there you go.
Ooh,
Almost.
didn't get it.
Not
Didn't
quite.
get it. All right, so yeah, Whirl. I'm a fan. I don't like the second ability. I probably like it more if they get it fixed because it does look cool.
It does, but he's not a triple changer.
He's not. I agree.
For
that
that
bugs me
reason
too, but
alone, I am against the second ability. I like consistency.
yeah, I know. I do too. I don't understand why they decided to give a regular bot that's not a triple changer two abilities.
Because
But
they just wanted to wow us. You know, that's really what it comes down to. Unless they had plans for those two abilities to stack at some point, and then it didn't quite. But again, that's a triple changer thing.
yeah,
Starting with Skylinks.
yep.
So,
I just. I love the guided rockets though. Double thumbs up on that.
yeah, that is a fantastic ability.
And it's 4+2, so it's cheap.
It's cheap, it's got range, it's got power, and it's coming from a gunner. Bravo.
Yes. So yeah, so all the new changes, pretty good. A few issues here and there, but I think the game's headed in the right direction.
Yep, just delete that second ability. This spot will be perfect.
Yeah. And as far as if you can get dispatch missions where it's giving you more rewards, I think that would be fine, or less spot power.
Yeah. Yeah, just
So
refine that.
either change I think would be about right. I do enjoy the idea. I just think the execution, which I mean to be fair, they're trying it out. They'll tweak it. They'll get it there.
Yep.
I have faith that they will get everything straightened out. So all right, that is pretty much this week's episode. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Please give us your opinions on Whirl. I'm sure plenty of you will tell us why we're wrong and every bot should have two abilities. I fully expect that because it is nice, but I don't know why. I just feel like it shouldn't be a thing.
Having two abilities is what makes triple changers so special, and that's why there's so few of them in the game.
You're right. And I think the ability should always be tied to the alt mode as well.
Right.
That's my opinion. So,
well, not every
and
bot.
his flamethrower doesn't make sense because his alt mode's a helicopter.
Yeah, and not every bot's ability is tied to their alt mode. I don't necessarily want to jump into that, but I do believe that ever since Skylynx and Sandstorm came out and their abilities stacked, that every bot with two abilities should be a triple changer, and their abilities should stack somehow. The only reason why they can't make Springer's ability stack is because he was introduced much earlier in the game, and that would require major changes to him and to his abilities, and some people like him the way he is. Yeah. But if you have two abilities, A, it needs to be a triple changer because that's what makes triple changer special, and B, the abilities should stack.
Yeah. But we'll see. I'm going to get Whirl leveled up. He's lower on the priority list behind 5-star Grimlock and 4-star Skylynx, of course.
Right.
But I'll get him there. It's just taking me time.
Yeah.
So once I get him there, though, I'll show everybody what like a level 50, 51 Whirl can do, and we'll go from there. So
yeah, but with Whirl in the game now, I mean, I have plans to start a third Optimus Prime Gunner squad. I need 5-star Prime. Obviously, I also need 5-star Grimlock, which you already have. But on that new squad would be Whirl, would be Rotor Storm, would be Sea Spray. So, I mean, we've got the bots in the game. I can already see a new squad getting ready to be formed. I just need a few more bots to make it happen. And Whirl is definitely a good addition. Oh, you got the skin core on him. Nice.
I do indeed have the skin core on him. And yes, that is Rat Trap attached to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that to me that made sense because he charges in with his ability. He needs to be immune to stun.
Yeah.
So got Rat Trap on him. I'm loving having a 5-star Grimlock. Maybe my opinion will change. Or maybe he'll keep dying really fast and I'll just be like, man, just ain't got it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right.
Yeah, but that is pretty much it for the episode. Make sure you check out DJ's Crystal Kraken for next week. It'll be out probably Monday night, Tuesday morning, somewhere in there.
Life
Definitely
circumstances
check out
allowing.
check out my videos. With it being an individual event, I may only do one, but if I do decide to only do one, I'll make sure it's like a whole fuel cell run, so you get your entertainment for the weekend. So we'll see how it goes, but definitely check out our videos, and we'll be back next week. We will see y'all then. Same bot time, same bot channel. Frank Stir out.